Bev, it's quite a monstrosity in a sense, in that it's huge, and it's got this wide steel albatross right on the bow of the boat. So, that alone gives people the idea that this is something you don't see all the time in Fiji. And, at $400 million US, I think it is quite a large amount, almost equal to, the annual operating budget of a small Pacific Island country. I understand that they even have a live lobster tank, for in case you want lobster when you're out in the middle of the ocean. Quite the side of luxury, something that's not seen all the time here in Fiji.
So why did it become so contentious?
And so it's said that the owner of the yacht, or at least the person that is said to have caught the attention of U.S. authorities, is part of the Russian Federation and a very close friend of Russian President Vladimir Putin. And so that, along with the fact that he's facing charges of money laundering in the U.S., has made him quite an attractive figure for U.S. authorities who are trying to clamp down on friends of the Russian Federation. And so it is said that this is one of his biggest assets, and so the U.S. government is looking to seize it, like they've done very close allies of the Russian president.
So what has the court decided today with regard to whether the U.S. can lay claim to this super yacht?
And so, first of all, this super yacht has been evading authorities all around the globe ever since the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. And it took a very long route through the Pacific Ocean to get to Fiji from Mexico, 18 days, not a route that yachties would take, and one that meant that they had no choice but to have to refuel in the middle of the South Pacific. And so Fiji, with our tourism infrastructure and our port facilities, is an attractive location for that. But I suspect that they were hoping also, given our colorful diplomatic character, that they might be able to evade U.S. authorities. Unfortunately, they came into Fiji having not followed proper immigration protocols, and so they faced fines for 2 breaches of immigration procedure. But of course, they paid that off, and then came the legal wrangling to get U.S. warrants to seize the vessel and all of its elements or occupants rather, and that took a while because it's never been done in Fiji, as I understand it. I'm looking at our legal databases to see if there's any precedents, but the judge himself, Dipti Turamanga, said that this has not been done before. And so what needed to be done by the Director of Public Prosecutions was have the legal authority to register a U.S. warrant in the Fijian judiciary so as to be able to enforce this warrant and therefore seize the vessel. So that's been successful. Several procedures over the past 3 weeks, and today the High Court granted the ruling to allow U.S. authorities to seize the vessel. But immediately after the ruling, the defense lawyers, Hanif and Tuitonga, acting for Mil Maria Investments Limited, who are the registered owners of the yacht, sought a stay order on that ruling, because apparently once that ruling was granted, this warrant then becomes in force. And what the defense counsel has said, that the U.S. Coast Guard as well as U.S. Maritime Authority are apparently in Fiji and asking questions off of the crew of this yacht. So there were some fears that the yacht could be towed out into open ocean in the middle of the night tonight and therefore, make its way into U.S. territory. The judge did, to use the words of the defense counsel, the judge was nice about it and intentionally delayed registering his ruling in the court registry today so as to give the defense counsel overnight to prepare a proper application for that stay order. That happens in the morning, Beverly.
Yeah, so it's not going anywhere just at the moment. So is it just sitting around? Are the locals finding it a bit of an attraction?
It is most definitely an attraction, Beverly, but the police, given the legal stay order, the legal order on the boat, disallowing it from leaving the Fijian waters, means that there's some sort of security. Not so much, though, that people can't, boat around it to watch this beautiful vessel, something that probably has not been seen in this country before. But you're most definitely right. The defense counsel has indicated that they intend to apply for a stay order, which the High Court judge has indicated indicated he intends to grant, and also with the condition that the vessel stay in Fiji in the 30-day period that Defense Counsel has in which to appeal today's ruling. So that's going to happen tomorrow, and we will expect the Amadea to be in the western port of Lautoka for an indefinite period, Beverly.
Interesting stuff. And of course, it's quite hard to prove ownership of these super yachts. These oligarchs have become very clever at trying to disguise the money trail.
Absolutely, and that had been a grounds that the council had tried to use to stall the legal proceedings to give the U.S. government authority in the Fijian jurisdiction, but that was unsuccessful, and so the judge has been able to give the U.S. the authority to take the vessel and decide, who the actual owners are. But as has come out in these past few weeks, it's very difficult. It's like peeling an onion. Someone analyzed it as, the more you peel, the harder it is to understand what's actually in there.
What an intriguing story. Great to talk as always. Thanks, Lice.
Vinaka.